Guess what, everyone? I woke up this morning expecting a pretty ordinary day, but then I saw the news that absolutely blew my mind, and honestly, my heart is still racing. BTS's Jimin, our very own legend, is doing something so extraordinary on the global stage that I just had to drop everything and share it with you. Let me set the stage. Jimin's second solo album, MUSE, and its title track, Who, are not just making waves, they're creating a tsunami on the Billboard charts. We're talking about an unbelievable 22 consecutive weeks of charting. That's nearly 6 months of pure domination. This isn't just about numbers, it's about breaking barriers and setting new standards for what's possible. Let's start with Billboard's Hot 100, the holy grail of music charts. This week, Who is sitting at an impressive number 47. Now this might seem like just a number, but think about it. Jimin has managed to hold his ground in the top 50 during the most competitive time of the year, the holiday season. When every chart is dominated by Christmas classics and festive hits, Jimin is out here proving that his artistry transcends seasons. And here's the kicker. Who has been reverse charting for 2 weeks straight, climbing back up the rankings when most songs would have started to fade. Now let me hit you with some history. Who has officially broken the record for the longest charting Korean solo song on the Hot 100 since Psy's Gangnam Style. But that's not all. It's the first and only K-pop solo track to spend its first 22 weeks in the top 60 of the chart. Let that sink in. Jimin isn't just competing, he's setting the bar higher than it's ever been before. And we can't forget about his album, MUSE. This masterpiece is currently ranked number 136 on the Billboard 200 and has been holding strong for, you guessed it, 22 weeks. Let me put this into perspective. MUSE is the only K-pop album released in 2024 to achieve this milestone. It's not just an album, it's a cultural phenomenon. Every track feels like a story, a piece of Jimin's soul. And clearly, the world can't get enough. But wait, there's more. On Billboard's streaming songs chart, Who is holding its own at number 32. On the Global 200, it's sitting at number 25, and on the Global excluding US chart, it's at number 30. These aren't just numbers. They're a testament to Jimin's global reach. From Seoul to Sao Paulo, from New York to Nairobi, Jimin's music is connecting people across cultures, languages, and borders. And here's the part that absolutely floors me. Jimin has achieved all of this with 0 US promotions. No major TV appearances, no big collaborations, no over-the-top marketing campaigns, just pure talent and the unwavering support of ARMY. During the busiest and most competitive time of the year, he let his music speak for itself, and it spoke volumes. Even the American media is taking note. Outlets like Asian EAC are calling him a living legend, and honestly, I couldn't agree more. Think about it. Jimin is not just breaking records, he's redefining what it means to be a global artist. He's showing the world that music is a universal language, and his voice is one that transcends all boundaries. So whether you're a lifelong ARMY or just discovering his magic, this is your sign to dive into MUSE and let yourself get lost in its brilliance. From the emotional depth of the lyrics to the flawless production, this album is nothing short of a masterpiece. All right, I could keep going forever, but I want to hear from you. What's your favorite track from MUSE? Is it the chart-topping Who, or maybe one of the hidden gems that speaks to your soul? Let me know in the comments. I love reading your stories and hearing how Jimin's music has touched your lives. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. There's so much more to talk about, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Until then, let's keep streaming, celebrating, and sharing the love for this incredible artist. See you in the next one.